The IU men's basketball team looked to continue its undefeated conference streak on Tuesday against Wisconsin. We have highlights from that game.
And it's not all about what happens during the game. One team at Indiana is getting recognized for its work in the classroom as well. That's coming up on Hoosier Sports Night.
Hello and welcome to the first episode of Hoosier Sports Night in 2016. I'm Brendan Farkas.
And I'm Jacques Rozier. You know, we're just getting started with a new semester, a new season for Hoosier Sports Night, but a lot of teams are in the second half of their season, including IU men's basketball.
That's right, Jock. The Hoosiers were looking to win at a place that, quite frankly, they have not won in a very long time up in Madison, Wisconsin in the Kohl Center. We will take a look at their highlights from that game on Tuesday night. Hoosiers riding a 12-game win streak into Madison Tuesday night. The last time they won there, you'll have to go back to 1998. All right, early in the first half, and Yogi Ferrell tracking down this ball says, "I'll take this," and finishes on the other end. The matchup to watch would be between the two big men. Here's the freshman Thomas Bryant cleaning up the boards. Here's Bryant again on the wraparound from Robert Johnson, but this would be a back-and-forth battle. Nigel Hayes gets the bucket and the foul, and then Hayes this time finds Ethan Happ. Badgers would lead by 1 at the break. Now moving to the second half, Badgers up 3, and it is sure hard to win when you turn over the ball 19 times. Deadlock with less than a minute to play, and Max Bielfeldt finds Ferrell. Can't script it any better. Wisconsin would pull even, so the Hoosiers one final chance in regulation, and Ferrell can't get it to go. So we move to overtime, and Happ, this kid had himself a game, a career high 25 points, 4-point game with time winding down, and Ferrell does this. Indiana with one final chance to extend the game, and the inbound pass is broken up by who else other than Nigel Hayes. The Hoosiers losing this one 79-82. The Hoosiers losing their first game in Big Ten play, now 7-1 in the Big Ten.
The U.S. Basketball Writers Association announced the midseason watch list for the Oscar Robertson Trophy. Included on the watch list is Indiana senior Yogi Ferrell, who is averaging 17.7 points and 5.8 assists per game through 21 contests. Ferrell earned Big Ten Player of the Week honors earlier in the week after guiding the Hoosiers to 2 dominating home victories against Illinois and Northwestern. This weekend, Minnesota comes to town. Earlier this season, Indiana beat the Golden Gophers at their place, 70-63. Heading into Wednesday's matchup against Rutgers, the IU women's basketball team was 8-0 in games played at Assembly Hall this season. The Hoosiers were able to continue that trend with a victory over the Scarlet Knights.
We're just going to keep fighting, and I think that's something Coach Morton has been really, proud of our toughness, because last year we didn't really have that. We'd get down, we wouldn't fight back, but, we've had a lot of comeback wins, and so I just think that says a lot about what this team is and what we can do, and I just think, we just got to keep fighting together, and we are.
The contest on Wednesday was the beginning of a stretch where IU plays 5 of its next 7 games at home. This weekend, the team will travel to Maryland to take on the Terrapins this Saturday.
And now moving to football news, Denver Broncos wide receiver and former Hoosier Cody Latimer is headed to Super Bowl 50. The Denver Broncos defeated the New England Patriots 20-18 in the AFC title game this past weekend. In the game, the IU wideout made a critical 13-yard diving catch and collected 2 tackles on special teams. The Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers will battle against each other in Super Bowl 50 on February 7th. We will have plenty of more coverage on that as we preview the big game on our show next week.
A little bit of continuity for the Indiana football program. Kevin Wilson will remain the coach of the Hoosiers for the next 6 years. Indiana deciding to extend that contract. He'll be with us until the 2021 season at least. The boys, it was a little bit of a question surrounding his tenure at IU. The boys finishing the season with a 6-6 record. They lost the bowl game, but, Indiana, the program's feeling that he's, getting us in the right direction.
Yeah, Coach Wilson has always been known for having a high offensive team, high-power offensive team. The defense has had some question marks. The program decided to let go of Brian Knorr, the defensive coordinator, bringing in Tom Allen, who actually has ties to the state of Indiana. He was a coach at Ben Davis High School, was recently with South Florida. So the Hoosiers getting a new defensive coordinator. It'll be interesting to see how they move with the defense moving forward.
Indiana men's wrestling returns home on Friday for a Big Ten match against Ohio State. The squad won its match at Michigan State last Friday, but lost at Michigan on Sunday. Only 2 IU wrestlers won matches against the Wolverines. Michigan is only the second loss for the team, who hopes to get back on a winning streak at University Gym Friday night at 7.
The IU women's soccer team has been away from the pitch since this past November, but the squad just made headlines for its recent achievements off the field. For the second consecutive fall semester, the women's soccer team captured the Herbert Cup by posting the highest GPA of any team at IU in the fall. The ladies will be recognized with an on-court ceremony during the men's basketball game against Nebraska on February 17th. Sophomore Daniel Kuhn was named Big Ten Track Athlete of the Week on Wednesday. Kuhn earned the honor for his record-breaking performance in the Rod McCravery Memorial Meet this past weekend. While running the 800-meter leg of the distance medley relay, he split a time of 1 minute and 47.16 seconds. The IU track and field team will be back in action as they host the IU Relays this weekend.
Well, that's going to do it for Hoosier Sports Night this week. Keep in mind, there's a lot of teams at Indiana who are in action this weekend here. The men's basketball team is home against Minnesota. Also, the wrestling match against Ohio State on Friday. And in addition to that, for all you track fans, the IU Relays are this weekend as well.
Yeah, definitely a lot going on in Bloomington. In the meantime, follow all of our coverage on social media at IUSTV Sports. We will definitely be tweeting out live game tweets throughout the IU basketball game as they play host to the Minnesota Gophers this Saturday at Assembly Hall. Well, for Jock Rozier, I'm Brent Farkas. Thanks for watching.